Hi everyone, welcome to our 7th video of Unified Sports Bowling as we prepare for the upcoming school year. Today we're going to talk about team composition. This is found in your manual. I just wanted to highlight a few key points as you start thinking about who and how many can participate on each of your Unified Sports Bowling teams. First thing I should mention is you can have up to 5 players on a team, and you'll have 3 of those players, those student athletes, competing at one time, and you can have up to 2 substitutes. Of those 3 that are completing, at least one of those students should be an athlete, a student with an intellectual disability, and 2 partners. Coaches, you may play an additional student with an intellectual disability, and they'll compete as a partner. So you have some flexibility there depending on what your needs are locally at your school. The other thing that's worth mentioning is these teams can be boys teams, all girls teams, or co-ed. Again, decided locally by your by your coach locally, depending on probably what your unique circumstances may be. I should also remind everybody that a student with a physical disability can compete, and they would compete as a partner. And finally, during the regular season, you may have more than one team competing in a tournament or in a duel with another team. A lot of that will be dependent on probably facilities, maybe the format of the tournament, or even the number of teams that another opponent may have. So for example, if Fremont and Norfolk want to compete in a duel, they'll probably communicate prior, and they'll probably decide on how many teams should participate based on the amount of teams each team has or each school has. So again, you have some flexibility there. However, should we be headed towards a district and state championship later this year, at that time, then high schools will have to narrow it down to one team entered in for districts and thus for state. But during the regular season, again, you have some flexibility with how many teams you can participate with. So again, we're trying to create a lot of flexibility and also maximize the participation that could take place within your school district. Hope you're all having a great summer, and hope to see you next week at the Coaches Clinic.